Welcome to New Awakenings with Edgar, Cayce's A.R.E, where together we search, discover, and explore as we journey along this beautiful path we call life. We're your hosts, Karen and Will.
Our guest today has been connected with Spirit for as long as she can remember, with a heart rooted in compassion and a gift refined through her years of study, including training right here at the Edgar Cayce A.R.E. She is a fourth generation psychic medium and spiritual counselor with 12 years of experience working with spirit, tarot, oracle, and mediumship.
Along with her guides, she provides compassionate readings to all who talk with her, and we are lucky we get to chat with her today and ask all of the questions. Welcome to the show, Kimberly Loveridge.
Thank you for having me.
And my first question is, what am I thinking? No.
I know.
No, actually, that kind of goes along with it, though. I know you've been a psychic for quite some time.
Yes.
What are some of the kind of real common misconceptions people think?
Oh gosh, we could start all the way with, we're kind of in Bible Belt-ish area, that it's not of God, not of source, which is actually quite the opposite.
Yes.
Also that I think they feel that we may not be working from an ethical standpoint, which is something I will defend, point blank. And I think to be in this type of work, you have got to have ethics. You've got to have empathy. You've got to have compassion. And the misconceptions, the bad thing about that is those of us that work from the heart with true skill, we have to work harder. Yeah. When those other people come to the forefront and they say, oh, well, that person, is A, B, and C. That does not represent all of us.
That's true, and it is true. A couple bad apples can spoil the basket or the batch.
For sure.
But we do know that there are those charlatans out there who will take advantage of grief or fear from people, but we've been really fortunate because we've spoken to quite a few people in this space, and our experience is that most people really want to help. It's that raising of the energy, it's a spreading of the love.
They do, and that is, my tagline is, we heal together. So when you and I are having a session, or you and I are having a session, what comes up and what we work through, a lot of it is based on my life experiences and my perception and my intuition. But I start learning a lot about myself as well.
So when you do a reading on someone, you do a lot. You do oracle, mediumship, tarot. How do you know what tool to use with a specific person?
That's a good question. With the tarot cards, let's be honest, they are just there more for fun, so I'm not staring at you for 30 minutes.
Is that what they are?
Really?
I mean, because, and I'll tell you why, in the beginning they're great when you're learning. But so often I'll be doing the cards and I see the reason why they're coming to me, but then I'll see, oh, Colorado family trip. There's not a card for that. So what I'm saying is it's really intuition. The cards are for fun. Oracle cards are for fun. Mediumship, you don't use any tools. Medical mediumship, which I do as well, you do not use those tools because they're kind of irrelevant.
Right. However, when you're talking about family vacations, in my youth, there is a card for it. I think it's called the Tower. Or maybe death, I don't know, because
Tower.
we go, no, we don't want to get the car again, because those were rough.
Well, that was back in the day with the big station wagons,
Yes.
and you just had you didn't have little
rough.
games or videos to watch.
Yeah,
It was
maybe
just
the
like,
Hanged Man,
Yeah.
or the Fool, I don't know, but anyway.
Yeah, there's some out there. The Devil card actually is not bad. It's,
No,
it's,
true,
It's
yeah.
very informative. The Tower card, however.
Yes. Never want to see the Tower pop up in any reading of mine, so, when we meet, keep that in mind. If it comes up, just go, we don't need to see that one.
Actually, that you bring up a good point. There are no bad cards. So the Tower card is really about, before all great things comes destruction. So for me to grow into, I'll give you an example. I did my first gallery reading here about a week ago. And I was nervous. I'm not great at talking in front of groups of people. And I had to kind of destroy every fear and preconceived notion of what it was going to be like, what could go wrong, da 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 da. And I had to go through that in order to come out on the other side being a new person by achieving the goal and doing it.
Right. So did you get the tower before you came on?
No, I don't read for myself.
Oh, I was just going to ask you that.
No,
Okay.
no, I don't get readings. I don't read for myself.
Why
But
is that?
do you just know?
I
Like,
already
when it
know.
comes to yourself?
Spirit guides will tell you very quickly within your body what is, when you feel out of alignment, it will tell you right away. For example, if you're feeling slightly nauseous or something doesn't feel right and you can't put your finger on it, that's when you know you've got to think, what are my thoughts in this moment? What am I doing in this moment? Is this healthy for me? Is this something, we have to be careful what we ingest, not only, I'm not saying just food and drink, but the social media we ingest, who's around us, where we spend our time.
Yeah, no doubt.
Wow.
So you, with all the training that you've done, you've trained here at the A.R.E.
Yes.
What's the chicken and the egg story here? Were you already finding your talents before you came to the A.R.E., or was it the A.R.E. that brought you to this?
I started seeing spirit at 7. So I was seeing the apparitions. I would play games with my brothers, and his older friends, and I always knew the answer, and so they kicked me out, even though I didn't know the answer. And so I've always known there was something there, but I thought everyone is like that.
Right.
So that leads me to another question. You started seeing spirit when you were 7. Around that age, maybe a little bit younger, kids have their imaginary friends. Do you think that those are children seeing spirits? Because they also, you hear that people are more psychic when they're younger before they're corrupted by life.
I think yes. I think yes. When that child does create that imaginary friend, I do believe it's an extension of themselves as well. And it is sensing spirit, it is sensing energy.
So getting back to the A.R.E. question, so then if you were entrenched in this stuff way before, so then what drew you to the Edgar Cayce material? Someone brought me here at the age of 14, and I was obsessed from day one. Back when they had a pyramid, a meditation pyramid up there, things were always different. This was back in, 87. And we came here every Sunday and went in the meditation garden. We would do the meditations that they offer for free. We would come to the psychic development classes, and I'll never forget, I came to get tested for ESP, where is it a squiggle line, is it a box? Right.
Out of 50 questions, guess how many I got right? That many.
Wow.
And I thought,
Come on, Kimberly.
oh no.
It's 50-50.
Well, that's funny because the person running it said that is also, the fact that you avoided the right one every time is just as indicative of if you had gotten 70 right. Or 50 right. And I thought, okay, I'll take that.
You're like the rebel psychic. Like, I'm not answering your question.
I am the reclusive psychic. Yeah.
So what, in all this time that you've been doing this work and working with people and studying at Cayce, just in general, what has been the most profound experience that you've had? Something that's just really impacted you and kind of shook you?
I remember when I was doing a mediumship session with someone, and we were speaking to her father that had crossed over. And I go to connect with him, and suddenly I was there for a split second. And the feeling of the other side, I felt like falling to my knees and weeping. And I felt like I was home.
Oh, wow.
We've heard that.
Beautiful.
we've heard that before with other conversations that we've had about something like that, and that's an amazing experience. I mean, we saw the emotion come out in you just
It's
now.
like a sense of longing, or missing your family.
We can't describe it. I couldn't give you words. I couldn't give you feelings. It is an all-consuming, unconditional love. You're home.
Wow.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
Now, in contrast, have you ever felt something on the other side that maybe gave you a little bit of a trepidation to go there? Like any fear, any concerns about reaching out at any time?
No, because before any session, obviously I'm going to sage my area, make sure that it's the vibration is what it should be. I do a prayer before any reading, any work. But I believe that spirit is a lot like us. I mean, energy is energy. So I'm not afraid of that. But I have had many times where someone will sit in front of me and say, well, who do you see around me? And I'll see someone and they stand way in the back and they put their back to me. That, to me, it's not scary, but what it tells me is they're not about this. They don't want to talk about it. Very often it's someone that was, I think in this instance, the person had been a preacher, and they may not want to convey communication. But I don't find that, or anything I've been in contact with, frightening at all.
Oh, that's good. That's
And
good.
people come to you because they want messages from their loved ones that have passed. Do you get the opposite? Do you get people that have passed coming to you because they want to find someone to give a message?
That's a good question. I have, but the question is, where does it belong? So
Yeah.
I'll get the information and I'm thinking, who do I deliver this to? Who do I deliver this to? And I hold on to it, put it in my back pocket, and I'll know when it's time or who it's for, but not till that moment.
Wow.
It's like the whole, what comes to mind is Whoopi Goldberg in Ghost.
Oh,
No, I'm not gonna.
I loved that.
So now, what about non-humans? What about animals? Like that, we heard a lot about the Rainbow Bridge. Is this thing real?
Absolutely. I will
Really?
see pets that cross over, that they stay close to the feet of the person. So they absolutely cross over. And they stay with the original owner. And that also goes for, and this is kind of a sensitive topic, but children that did not come to fruition, by whatever means, they are with us too.
Wow,
They don't leave us.
that's profound.
I see them as well.
Wow.
They're there.
That's very profound.
That is. Do you think that, sometimes if something happened and the birth ended or didn't happen and then the mother got pregnant again, could it be that spirit coming back and saying, okay, here we go, this time it's going to work?
Entirely.
Okay.
Entirely. I do believe we pick our parents. I do think that some souls know what their path is, and that may be a path of being here a very short time. And that may be part of what they're learning. So I know it sounds...
Or maybe helping the mother learn.
Exactly. Exactly. There is a reason, there's a purpose to that.
Can anyone do what you do, or is this something that you're born with and that's it?
No, I'm very special and only I can do it.
I knew she was going to say that.
You're
You're
psychic.
psychic, right? No, we all have the ability. We all have the ability. In the same way that when you walk into a room and things feel tense, it's along that same vein.
Oh.
We all have the ability, and it is a matter of development. And it is, when people say, how do I develop it? Read everything you can find on psychic development. You can go to the classes, but practice. Nothing will replace practicing. Every day, when I was learning, I practiced for an hour, learning the cards and doing sample readings for anyone I could find. an hour every day for 6 months before I even thought about trying to do a reading.
Right, right.
Wow.
There's one very important reason why I'm not a medium. I eat too much. I can only fit into larges. No.
I was waiting for that to come out.
Actually,
Yeah, you did well. You held off
thank
till
you.
just about the end.
Actually,
here.
I'm too afraid. I think
Yeah.
if I saw an apparition in my room, I would become the apparition. I'm too scared of that stuff. So
I see them as friends. They were just like us at one time, you know, and if they're presenting themselves, I'm honored, you know, but I've never had a negative experience where I have seen shadow people where you'll see a shadow out of the corner of your eye and you look and it's gone. Or even more common, around corners, they will look around the corner and then go back.
yeah, again, I'm the apparition.
It's
I've
fun.
had that before, though, where you're like, what was that? And there was nobody there.
Yeah,
Exactly, see? So you're very sensitive to
Or
that.
our dog wouldn't go up the stairs in our house for, like he used to, and then one day he just stopped and stood there and barked. And then he would never go back up the stairs. He'd go up to the landing and stop. So I'm like, if someone's here, please move to the other side of the house so our dog can come up the stairs. I totally thought, I sounded like a crazy person, but I'm like having this conversation with the staircase. And then the dog was fine going up the stairs after that.
Sometimes that's all you have to do.
maybe-
and I never went up the stairs again after that. 'cause-
He built a tent in the living room and it's still there.
And that's how that went.
So how does someone learn? How does someone become or get more in touch with the spirit?
Meditation, I believe, is essential. Taking time for yourself, self-care, listening more than you speak. I find grounding with nature is everything, everything. And we have to get out of our ego. We can't do this work to be right. We have to do it to help. Because it's not about income or being right or being on a show. It's not. You've got to do it from a service standpoint.
Got it.
I love that.
So maybe I am doing it right because I'm always wrong. So
Maybe.
You got to practice more. Well, I love your compassion, and I can feel the love radiating off of you, and I would imagine it'd be wonderful to get a reading from you. So if someone did want to get a reading from you, how's the best way to contact you for that?
Well, my website, very easy, psychickimberly.com altogether, and that will open up to various ways to contact me.
Great.
wonderful. Well, it's been wonderful talking to you. Thank you for being on the show. It's been a pleasure getting to know you.
Thank you for having me. You guys are excellent, and I'd love to do it again.
Well,
Great.
this is your home. Anytime.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching this episode of New Awakenings with Edgar Cayce's A.R.E. If you missed any part of this conversation or any of our other conversations, all you need to do is go to edgarcayce.org/resources and you'll find all of the episodes laid in there directly, so you can just listen to your heart's content. So again, thanks for watching or listening. I am Will.
And I'm Karen.
And this has been New Awakenings with Edgar Cayce's A.R.E.
Bye.